out. Oh, what? You a real well? Take a second, let's back up. You say you want to catch up like the last time, or the last time, or the last time you had 10 chances, they had 5. If you really care, you can probably come through some violence. I ain't trying to be the dude that sound heartless. I ain't trying to be the dude that take harvest. Already need to do so what you need to do. Don't hit me up, you ain't follow through. I can deal with this flakery. Shit got more crumbs in a bakery. So the phone ring, ring, on it, holla, bling, bling. I'm just on my sing, sing. Here to make them sing, sing. Here to make them dance. You get no more chances. Don't collect you a minute. Just as quick as boot jail. Oh, well, yeah. She bad, she know she bad, but they don't give you up with that. Got no pretend. Me and Nintendo, we just left.
All right. Good morning. Glad you all can join me. I got something a little different today than what I usually do on these morning live Zooms. I'm going to do a taste test of some barbecue sauce that I just got from somebody that I know because it's good to go ahead and promote people that we know. It doesn't take any effort. It doesn't cost any money for us to help promote somebody's product. So I'm excited today to get to eat, of course, because I love eating. But let me introduce you to the man, the myth, the legend who created this barbecue sauce that I'm about to taste here live in front of everybody. Tim Morris, welcome. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm good, Frank. How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
I am doing great because you gave me a reason to eat some chicken in the morning. So, so before we get to the sauce, obviously from your shirt, you are a huge Cubs fan. So tell me, like, why the Cubs and what got you into the Cubs?
Actually, I grew up a Cubs fan. I'm a South Side. I grew up on the South Side, born and raised in Inglewood on the South Side of Chicago. But as a kid, my dad always took me to the Cubs game for some reason. And so every month, maybe once a month, we viewed the Cubs game, got on the train, rode up north and watched the Cubs. So it transferred over to my adult life. So just coming in, watching my dad watch the Cubs every day, sit in his chair, watch the game, celebrating. Even when they lost, he'd be upset. So he was a huge Cubs fan. So it just transferred over to me. So as I grew older, I began to go to the Cubs games every time I had a chance. So it's nothing like Wrigley Field. So if anyone haven't experienced Wrigley, they need to.
Now, do you remember where you were and what you were doing when the Cubs won the World Series?
Yes, sir. I was right here at my place with a couple of friends. Man, we went crazy. Actually, we did. We went Facebook Live, and then actually after the game, we even rode over to Wrigley Field and celebrated in the parade outside of Wrigley. So we were out to like 4 a.m. in the morning celebrating. But man, we went crazy up in this place.
So I was supposed to go on a flight to Atlanta early the next morning at like 6 a.m. and I was watching it and I was fine until they tied the game up. And I had to turn the TV off. Like my heart would have exploded in my chest if I would have watching. So I didn't actually get to see the final out because I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't realize they won. You know, I live at Wrigley Field, so I didn't know that they won until I started hearing the horns and the yelling and the screaming.
Wow!
And then I turned the TV on. And I'm like, "Oh, we won!" Like so. That's what my heart. I just couldn't take it. I couldn't watch when the game got tied. I couldn't take
it. Yeah, I screamed so loud. I even lost my voice that night. So it was worth it, man. All those years of watching the Cubs, almost there. Playoffs in '80. I remember the playoffs in '84. Then I remember the incidents in the stand when my boy Mark touched the ball. I remember all that. So yeah, it was great to see. It was a great feeling, and then actually just to, it was kind of sad but happy at the same time because I wish my dad could have seen it, but I celebrated enough for him.
Right. Okay. Now another thing that we haven't. Oh, actually, before I get to that, you actually got a chance to be on some of our Zoom sessions that we had with some current players recently. Did any one of those Zoom sessions like stand out to you, or that experience that you did this month with us?
Man, it was awesome. Thanks again for inviting me. But yeah, all of them really the ones I attended. Andre Dawson, one of my favorite Cubs. I watched him for many years. Bill Matlock. Uh, man, that was my third baseman. So Ray Burris, I believe, was on there as well. I saw him as well. But man, those are figures that I watched growing up and really influenced my life as an athlete. Many people think I love basketball, but baseball is my favorite sport. And just watching those guys growing up, and just seeing their work ethics and how hard they work, and the love of the game. And now it's about money, but man, when we were growing up, it was about just out there having fun and just doing what you do. So those guys inspired me to play sports the way I try to play. I still play a little bit now, but that work ethics and going hard all the time, watching the Hawk, Andre Dawson, do his thing, man, that really inspired me.
Now, one more thing that we have in common is church. And it's funny because people that work with me always say, Frank, all you talk about is the Cubs and church. And I guess that's a good thing, I guess, that I talk about it so much that people know I go to church. But, me and you are part of what I think is the greatest church on the west side of Chicago, Mars Hill Baptist Church, with some great, amazing people. Do you have any comments or anything you want to shout out? Because I got a ton of Mars Hill followers on my page. Anything you want to say to our Mars Hill family that are watching this?
Yes, good morning, Mars Hill family. For those that may not know, Mars Hill is located on the west side of Chicago. Pastor is Clarence Edward Storrs Jr. Great leader, great friend of mine, and I've watched him as he became pastor in 1999 and where he's leading us to now. It's just been awesome. I've been a part of Mars Hill actually since birth. Actually, I was born in '65, and my parents maybe started attending Mars Hill a few months after I was born. So I was kind of born into Mars Hill. But man, great place, loving people. It's been life-changing for me just to meet all the people at Mars Hill to, share love. Very friendly church. And that's where I met you at. So
Yeah.
I love Mars Hill. And I'm like you, Frank. Most of the people that know me know I do two things pretty much, and that's sports and church. Even when I'm home watching television, it's ESPN or either a church channel. So I'm trying to get better, but it's ingrained in me. But yeah, I love Mars Hill and the Mars Hill family. So if you don't have a church family, come on, join us.
And hey, I know I was at the right church when you hear your pastor from the pulpit singing "Go Cubs Go," then you know you're at the right church.
Exactly.
Yes, he's a huge Cub fan. He's a huge Cub fan.
Yes, actually, we grew up together. So either my dad or his dad took us to the games when we were younger, so we never forgot it. So now most of the time we attend the games together. So we get tickets, we get them together. So we still huge Cubs fans. So it's just a joy. Actually, not only to have him as a pastor, but it's also a joy to have him as a best friend.
All right, so let's get to the main event, because right in front of me here, I've got some boneless boneless wings, and I've got what we're here for, this famous sauce of yours. So can you tell me a little bit before I taste it? Tell me a little bit about how this came to be.
Well, actually, many people that I know, they know that I love cooking. My parents were great cooks, and my dad was a barbecue grill maker. Then he was a grill master. He was, as they say, cold at barbecuing. And my mom was a great cook and a baker, so I was around good food, great food all the time. So my dad would wake up on a Saturday morning. My dad would be outside on the grill. My mom would be in the kitchen baking cakes or preparing some greens or some macaroni and cheese. And And then one day my dad just pulled me in the kitchen and he's like, "Hey, I need to show you how to make this barbecue sauce." And so I never thought about it. And good friend Travis Edwards from Mars Hill actually came to me one day a few months ago and said, people love your food. You had your restaurant. They love your barbecue sauce. So why not, try marketing your barbecue sauce? And I said, okay, let's give it a shot. So, he kind of nudged me into that direction. Him and his good friend Chris Morgan, they gave me a few ideas, so I went for it, and here we are today. Getting good reviews, people loving the sauce. So I guess it tastes all right.
Yeah, and Travis is great people. I gotta have Travis on one day. But all right, so while I'm tasting this, can you tell me? I know it's probably a secret ingredient that the trademark, but I heard that you have some new products coming out. You want to talk a little bit about what you have next? What's next after this barbecue sauce?
Yes, coming real soon, probably the next few weeks. Gonna have a rub coming out, a meat rub. It's not just for barbecue, but it's a rub. You can use it on chicken, you can use it on fish, any meat that you desire. So it's a rub with almost 14 different ingredients. And it's a rub that my Aunt Dorothy created, so I can't take all the credit. So she's a great cook. My mother's baby sister, I had to send her a shout out as well. So this rub is amazing. I tried it on fish, and I'm really not a baked fish type of person. I'm a fried guy. But I tried it on ribs. I tried it on fish. So you want to grab you some, you can do so in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Now this is awesome. Like now, I taste. Is it also a little sweet as well?
Yes, it has a little sweet. It has a little sweet taste to it. It also has a little kick to it. Not much, but I also have a hot, not as hot, but a spicy barbecue as well. Barbecue sauce as well. So if you like a little stronger kick, you might want to check out the spicy barbecue sauce.
Okay. And on the screen there is a link of how you can get this sauce. But I want to end with the favorite to cook and why. What's your favorite type of meat to cook and why?
I would say my favorite type of meat to cook is fried chicken. They say I'm a preacher, so they say most preachers like fried chicken. But that's what I grew up on. My mother was as I stated earlier, a great soul food cooker. And man, I often come home, I would smell the fried chicken and the greens in the pot and the cornbread, and so it was something that's very simple. So I've kind of attached myself to eating a lot of fried chicken, and so I purchased a fryer, so I fry my own a lot, then add a little T-mold sauce to it, and hey, it's better than going to the restaurant.
Now, for those of us that don't cook, that try to make chicken and we cook it and it looks done, but it's still, we bite into it, we get ready to eat it, watch TV, and we bite into it, and it's still bloody or pink on the inside. What is your advice for those of us who are trying to make fried chicken? We just can't seem to, it looks like it's done, it looks almost burnt, and then when you bite into it, it's not ready yet. What's your advice on cooking chicken?
If it's looking almost done and red inside, 9 times out of 10, you probably cooking it too high on it. You probably need it at about 350. Some 300, 350 is a good degree to keep it at. But I use a fryer, so a fryer will fry it perfectly almost every time. If you could drop it in the fryer for about 13 minutes, it'll be perfect when you pull it out.
So Sheila Parker from Mars Hill is in the chat saying that it's awesome sauce. Sheila has had it, and Sheila is saying that she thinks it's very, very awesome. So you already got a fan already. I'm sure you got plenty more fans at Mars Hill, but Sheila says it's awesome. So thank you, Sheila, for that.
Thank you so much, Sheila. Thank you for your support as well.
Yes, and I'm definitely eating it now. But again, the question of the day for everybody is, what is your favorite type of meat to cook? And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to actually I'm going to buy it myself because I believe in it so much. I'm going to buy you some barbecue sauce and send it to you. So all you have to do in the comments is answer the question of the day. What is your favorite type of meat to cook and why? Whether you're doing it now or doing the replay, I'm going to share it again. I'm sure Morris is going to share it on his page. So anybody can win, whether I know you or not. If you want a free bottle of this awesome sauce, I will send it to you. Just answer the question of the day in the comments, which is what is your favorite type of meat to cook? Once again, Reverend Morris, thank you so much for joining us. I know you got a lot to go do at Mars Hill, and we can't wait to get back to Mars Hill. I know I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to run around the place, all day. But any closing comments that you want to say about the sauce or Mars Hill or the Cub? Anything you want to say at the end of this?
Man, first of all, I just want to say thank you, Frank, for having me on today. Really appreciated your support, and always been supportive, brother. And I just, man, I applaud everything you're doing, man. Not only with the Cubs, but things you're doing for the youth, things you've done in the past, and things you're doing right now, man. So just encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, man, and look forward to what God has for you. Then I just thank everyone that's been supporting T-Mo's famous barbecue sauce. Man, had a lot of support, man, from Arizona to Texas to Mississippi, most definitely right here in Chicago. And man, it's just been great, man, just having people show love and support for a brother. So I really appreciate that. And then also finally want to thank the Cubs. Man, keep doing what you're doing as an organization. Done some great things, and children are watching these players like you had on the other day, Rizzo. Man, he's a great player that reaches out to the community and fighting for cancer. So I love that. And so, man, it's just a joy to watch people live their dreams and get paid for it. It was one of my dreams. So now, my job is, as I prepare, one of my other goals is to start a nonprofit organization that will reach youth without without parents, to lead them in the right way, athletically, and also academically and holistically as well. So that's one of my goals to do as well as an organization. So I look forward to it, and hopefully I can continue to be a Cub, a part of the Cubs family, man. So once again, thank you so much for having me, bro.
All right, so thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to check out the podcast. Reverend Morris, you gotta check out the podcast too. And I will see you all later. I'm going to eat some more chicken and sauce. And have a good day, everybody. Adios.